So you've spent the last year writing and rewriting your book, and it's ready to go and just perfect, and you go looking for a book cover creator. The first thing that hits you is that book cover designers are pretty expensive. Don't get me wrong, graphic designers have some expensive software subscriptions to keep up, and they've spent years honing their skills in those apps, and if you can find the perfect book cover designer, they will be worth every cent. Unfortunately, a lot of them will only have time for a cursory look through your story before they start coming up with an idea for a cover that represents what they think your book is about. If you take charge of finding an image and keep it simple, you're much more likely to root out the image that most closely expresses what your book is actually about. What if I told you there's one thing that can help you create wonderful covers without any expensive design applications or the skill to use them, and minimal knowledge of graphic design? But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Kaz from kazprints.com, and I am where you think you need to be. I've actually spent over 10 years working with 3D modeling and graphic design software, so I'm in a perfect position to create book covers, and I have. A couple of them have gone on to be Amazon bestsellers in their genre. But when I first started out, my covers were way too complicated. It took me nearly a month to create my first cover using Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator. Drawing from scratch and fiddling with cutouts and special effects, and no matter how much I fiddled around with the software, my cover was never as good as I wanted it to be. Then a fellow author pointed out that a lot of best-selling book covers were simply made up of a really good image and the right fonts for their genre. Yes, even complicated epic fantasies like Game of Thrones. And showed me the quick and easy way to create book covers using a tool that makes it simple to do even if you have no design experience. And that changed everything. Now I just search every stock photo site for the image that suits my concept best, in this case a tiger who looks like he means business, and then make minor adjustments like colorizing the eyes because this is a fantasy. Then I test what fonts and colors go best with my image and the genre of my book, and I can have a simple but decent book cover in a couple of hours. Once you know how to use the tool, you can tweak your cover or change it at any time. If it suddenly became a bestseller on Amazon, you could add a bestseller tag to your original cover artwork and upload your new version within 24 hours. Without having to wait for endless emails back and forth to a designer, or days waiting for their schedule to clear so that they can do this small job for you. If you're watching this, you're probably an author like me. You want to create your own covers, either to save costs or because you know you can create a more accurate and compelling cover than someone who hasn't read or fully understood your book. That's why I think you're going to love Canva, which is an online graphic design tool. You'll love it even more when you find out that the basic version, which is all that I ever use, is completely free. Using the tool is so simple, you can learn it in a couple of hours and produce a basic ebook cover. There are templates that are already set to be the optimum size for an ebook. And then you can create a cover using a grid layout of your choice where you drag images onto the squares, or you can use a full page template. Add text and decorative elements to it in any color you want. And you can easily rearrange elements to best suit your image. Once you've created a book cover, you can create all the marketing and social media images to go with it, because Canva has templates for those too. And because this is Canva's whole business, they will keep up to date with the current optimum size for each platform. But hold on, you might be saying, where is the perfect image going to come from? And what if I know nothing about fonts and colors? In this course, I'm going to cover basic design principles, including an easy guide to choosing colors. then walk you through the whole cover creation process, from how to research what kind of covers sell well in your genre, to where to find the best images and how to upload them to Canva. I will cover the important technical stuff like the difference between file size and image size, so that you know how to choose the size and resolution for all the different versions of your book, as well as the requirements for the catalog cover images for each of the different platforms like Amazon and Smashwords. Then, as paperback covers have to be tailored to fit the exact number of pages in each individual book, I'm going to show you how to get a free custom template generated for you by Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing and how to use it to create the artwork for your cover. As KDP delivers your template to you in a file size that's too large to upload and use inside Canva, I'll show you how to open it in Gimp, which is free photo manipulation software similar to Photoshop, find out its exact dimensions, and reduce its file size so that we can import it into Canva but without losing its dimensions. Then, seeing that we need to download GIMP to your computer anyway, I can show you a few photo manipulation tricks like blending images and masking out or removing backgrounds, and how to create a professional looking 3D mock-up of your book. The bottom line is, if you want to save money and avoid spending endless days going back and forth with a graphic designer every time you want to tweak your book covers or create marketing and social media images to go with them, you need to learn how to do it yourself. So here's what you need to do next. Click on the button below to sign up for this course, and I will walk you through the entire process step by step so that you end up with great book covers and have the confidence to create your own supplementary images to go with them. And you can access your course from anywhere in the world as long as you have an internet connection.